welcome in the Black Forest. My name is Steve. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the clock history and how we're making clocks in the Black Forest. Our story began over 370 years ago when the first clock made in the Black Forest. Now, this is the replica of the first clock in the museum at the moment. It's called a wooden beam clock because of the two wooden beams at the top. Those are regulating the speed of the clock. It's running by this single rock here. The rock goes down gradually, drives the mechanism, and you have to pull it back up every 12 hours, basically twice a day. There's only one hand for the hour, so there is no minute hand, but you can still read the time. Now it's 10's under 10, that means it's 10. Has 3 wooden wheels as part of the mechanism. It's a very simple clock, no music, no sound, no cuckoo. This clock belongs to the first generation of Black Forest clocks. We can move on to the second generation. We can see right here, it's got a big shield, that's why they call them shield clocks. These clocks made on 1720 onwards, so approximately after 80 years. It's a different design, as you can see. It's all hand painted, decorated by flowers at the side. They used to make shield clocks for different countries. For example, for England, they're a bit more conservative, like a little bit of flower at the top, but it mainly remains white. Or for example, for France, it's a bit more decorated. Okay. And here, as you can see, appears the 2 metal hands, one for the hour and one for the minute. So this looks like quite accurate. You can right here see the mother-in-law clock also belongs to the second generation.
He's whacking me in the head.
Lady's favourite. Okay, this one too, it's called a dumpling eater. This happy chap, he gets to eat his dumplings every half an hour and on the hour as well. His eyes are glowing. And with that, we can move on to the third generation. It's called the station house clock because back in the days they used to hang them up on the railway stations. These clocks made around the 1860 onwards. Here you can see the track of the train as part of the decoration. And this part of Germany is a vine growing area. That's why we have here the leaves of the vine grapes too. Nice cuckoo sound every half an hour and on the hour as well. Now the big one, it's more with the traditional style. As you can see, all sorts of animals, trees and leaves. It's all hand-cut, handmade. Takes about 5 to 6 weeks to make this clock.
5 to 6 weeks?
Yep. It's a deep cuckoo sound. And if you look up, you can able to see the people are dancing around. You might have noticed the 3 weights underneath the clock. Do you know why do we have 3 weights here? Maybe? Any guess? Yeah, one for the time, the second for the cuckoo, and the third one is for the music. So if you see a mechanical clock with only 2 weights, that means the clock doesn't have any music. Now how are they making clocks? First they have to choose the wood, which is this one here, called in English lion wood, or known as in North America basswood. It's a very soft wood, takes about 4 years to dry, and they can start to carve it out. Now the first step is making the clock case. Which is this one here with a smaller one. The only piece done by the soap. And later on comes the decoration. We can move on to the traditional style here. Just hand carved, but it's not finished yet, as you can see. And into the clock case, as a car needs a motor, an engine, a clock also does. Here we have the 4 types of mechanical movements, what we have in our mechanical clocks here. For example, this one for the 1-day clock, 8-day clock movement, 1-day, 8-day clock movement. Now the difference is, these 2 they don't have any music, and these ones they have. Can you see the disc on the top? Yeah. That's where the people are dancing. These mechanical movements are very good quality, running about 60 to 70 years. That's what we can say all our mechanical clocks running about a lifetime. And the music box, the only part comes from Switzerland, has 2 tunes inside, one of the Edelweiss, The Sound of Music, which is well known, and the other one is Happy Wanderer. I'll let you hear the sound. You can hear a little twinkling sound. It's not too loud. Let me put in this piece of wood here. You can hear the difference. Why is that? Because the wood is working as an amplifier, resonates the sound. More thinner the wood, more nicer the sound is. So it was a bit louder. Let's come back to the weights. The small weight is the size of the finger for the 1-day clocks. So if you buy one of these clocks, then you have to wind the clock once in a day. Basically you have to pull the chain once in 24 hours. And we have here the heavier weights. If you don't want to wind it daily, then buy an 8-day clock. With these ones you have to wind the clock only once in a week. So it doesn't give so much job to do. If you have so much time, nothing to do the whole day, just winding the clocks. Buy one of these ones. These ones you have to wind every 5 minutes. That was a joke. These are for the battery operated. So make sure, that's what I just wanted to tell. Ladies can use it. Okay. Now you might wonder how the cuckoo sound come about. Let me show you these little bellows here. The bellows are giving the bird sound. It's a very simple mechanism. The air flows in and out. The white bit is made out of nylon and cotton here. We have here the bigger bellows for the bigger clocks. Sounds a little bit deeper. And for the small clocks, for the baby clocks, a little kid high pitch sound. If you buy a mechanical clock, when you get home, please don't forget to open the back door, because we have these red clips here for transportation. Those clips are closing the bellows like this, so when you move with your luggage you don't have any sound like that. Saves you from trouble. So what you have to do, very simple, just have to pull them out like this, so you have a cuckoo sound. And don't forget to do this, otherwise you have to do the cuckoo sound by yourself. Okay, if you'd like to follow me to the other side, please, I would like to show you some of our clocks.